Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I'm hopping on here to explain what I want you to do with this assignment with Plot Mountain. So you will receive a Google slide and it will have everybody on it. So when I push this out through Otis and you go to it, you'll see that there could be multiple people up here on the same document. That's because you have your own slide. So as you go through here, you'll find your name. Okay, everybody's name is on here. And I want you to create a plot mountain for the book that you read. So you're either going to create a plot mountain for Wonder or you're going to create a plot mountain for Because of Winn-Dixie. Well, what would that look like? So I have an example right here of what it should look like, and I did it using Frozen. Okay, because almost everybody in the class has probably seen the movie Frozen. So remember in your exposition, that is the part where it introduces the main characters. You find out what point of view the story's from and where it takes place. So I talked about the two sisters. I mean, you can go through here and read it, but it talks about how they're in Arendelle and it's Elsa and Anna. Rising action. Click on here. There we go. The part, this is where the suspense is building. You can tell that there is going to be a problem. So it says Elsa doesn't want to play with Anna anymore. You know, she's going through and she's singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" And she's lonely. And we find out the reason that she's lonely is because they used to be close, but then with her powers, they erased it from Anna's memory. So Elsa's always trying to hide her powers. So we know that there's going to be some type of conflict, some type of problem whenever the movie presented that to us. And then the climax, whenever Elsa is crowned Queen of Arendelle, and then she accidentally freezes the entire village, and then she runs off. Then Anna chases after her, and during the climax, she meets Sven and Kristoff, and she meets Olaf, and then they finally find Elsa in her icy castle. And when they're in the icy castle, she strikes Anna, and Anna heads back, the falling action, where it's starting to go to the end. Okay, Anna heads back, and while she's heading home, she realizes, I don't feel very well. She's in the castle at this point, and she's dying. And at the very end, we find out when it comes to true love, that's the only thing that can cure her. And the true love that cured her is her sister's love. Okay, so that would have been the resolution. At the end, when everybody's happy in Arendelle, would be your resolution, because that's your happily ever after. It wraps it all up. Okay, so that is my Frozen example. So you're going to do that. You're going to fill that out. See how much I wrote? That's how much you should write, because that book is a big book, both of them. Okay, and it has lots of different examples. So when it comes to Wonder, there was a lot of different climatic experiences. I would say your rising action is probably Halloween, when Jack Will says something mean about Augie. And I would say your climax is probably whenever Daisy dies. Then your falling action, there's still problems going on. That will probably be whenever his hearing aids fall off and all that stuff happens in the woods. And his happily ever after, you should know his happily ever after. It's his standing ovation. It's the part where you get goosebumps because it just makes you so proud of Augie. Now, when it comes to this should say Asen. Let me fix that. So I'm going to pretend to be Asen. Okay, so now we're talking about Because of Winn-Dixie. At the very beginning, we find out that it's Opal. She's living in a new town. The rising action is she doesn't have any friends, but she has a dog, and she gets to keep the dog, and keeping the dog. The climax is whenever Winn-Dixie ran away. The falling action, when they're looking for Winn-Dixie and cannot find Winn-Dixie. And the resolution, Winn-Dixie was at the party the whole time. Everyone's getting along. Winn-Dixie has brought everyone together, and Opal finally has a good relationship with her dad. Okay, and she accepts the fact that her mom is not coming back. So that would be your plot mountain. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Have a great Thursday.